Like a funnel cake, please. If you're putting in orders, I'll take that. Hey, by the way, they talked about the clouds kind of filling in, and it felt pretty decent out there through the last couple of hours or so, last hour or so. I want to mention that the reason for that is because we do think that the chance for rain is going to increase later tonight. How quickly will it move in? I'm going to show you a future track here in just a moment. We're also in this level 2 risk for excessive rainfall. This isn't severe threat. This is rainfall, and the threat of heavy rainfall is with us. Right now, it's off to the north, but we think through the overnight, this is going to push farther to the south. Let's talk about some of the showers and storms we're dealing with right now. These are not moving terribly quickly. Also, we're starting to see redevelopment over the same area, so these axes of heavy rain are going to continue falling. We may see some additional warnings issued farther to the north. We do have a flash flood warning from some earlier heavy rain that unfortunately was falling over the same area over and over again. We've also got a couple of flood advisories, including one here just north of Anderson. Of course, we know how much trouble Anderson's been in the last week with the heavy rain. We don't need any more, but thankfully that cell has moved a little farther to the east, unfortunately into Yorktown, which we also know, which has been impacted. We want to get this out of here. So when's that going to happen? Well, there is a chance that some of these storms could be on the stronger side. The severe threat is only at a level 1, but it means that some of these could contain some gusty winds. Temperatures are still holding at around 80 for Indy, but you can see the rain cooling up north has dropped your temperatures quite a bit. Now, as far as what to expect, well, Future Track is insistent that this line of showers and storms, very slow moving, will continue to produce rain over the same locations through about maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. Then we'll see that continue pushing to the south. Here's 2 a.m. and then hoping that by morning this is out of here. What I'm concerned about is this area farther to the north of Indianapolis where the storms may sit there between about 8 and maybe 11 o'clock. We could see some additional heavy rain produced here. We could get into another flash flooding situation. Not talking flash flood emergencies. We don't think it's going to be that severe, but flash flooding enough that we'll have to be concerned about some of those areas that unfortunately have been dealing with flooding the last week. And then look at Thursday, looking pretty good, looking nice and dry, and we hope it stays that way. But for tomorrow, we're expecting a few clouds in the morning before we break into that sunshine. As far as rain chances, there's that chance for the rest of the evening and overnight. There's another chance on Saturday. It's not a huge chance. Let's call it isolated thunderstorms with high temperatures holding in the low to mid 80s for the most part. Otherwise, a relatively dry forecast for the 7-day with the exception of today and Saturday. More on the other side of this break. Stay with us.